Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me. I'm going to show you how to do resin art. So first of all, let me show you the supplies that I use in doing a simple 8x10 resin art picture. So I start with a 8x10 frame that has the glass in place. Then I take the glass out and I clean it, get all the spots off. Just use like a microfiber towel or paper towel. And then you're going to take a glue gun and you're going to glue the glass in the frame, and this is so that the resin, when you pour it on your glass, does not leak through to the frame. Next, you're also going to need a glove to protect your hands because resin is a toxic chemical. And then I have a plastic cup which has ounce measuring, and you're going to always do 1-to-1 ratio of the base resin and your curing agent. For tonight, I'm going to try to do colored resin, and with that you use acrylic paint in the color of your choice. I have chosen Caribbean blue, and I've also chosen like a sand color for a coastal picture that I'm going to make. And then I also have acrylic white in case I want to do some white swirls in my picture. I have the base resin in this half-a-gallon container. I also have then the curing agent. And you do not need to use a torch to heat the resin to get the air bubbles out, which can be a problem, but you can use, this is called Bust-A-Bubble. It's the same as using 91% alcohol, which you can buy at Walmart for $1, and you can just spray it directly on the resin, which I'll show you how that's done. Also, when you mix your resin and your curing agent, you're going to need a popsicle stick. And I also have some crystals. These are from Michael's and they are called decorative filler. So I have some clear ones, and I have some blue purpley ones, and then some aqua green ones. And then these are like bubbles. They're just like these plastic clear beads. And then for mine, I'm going to do a pelican on a post. So I purchased one of these custom made. It is an acrylic type pelican, and I purchased this for like $2 at the Shell Shop in Englewood, Florida. And then he's going to sit just on a piece of beach driftwood that I found at the local beach here in Englewood. Also, I always have along my favorite seashells that I collected at the beach, and a couple pieces of sea glass are in here. Things that I might want to add to decorate my picture. Also have some sand, some white sand from Siesta Beach that I might use. And then I also just use a plain business card, and this you'll see I use to spread the resin evenly on the glass. Now I've taken 1 ounce of base resin and added 1 ounce of curing agent into my cup, and I will stir this now for 3 minutes. I will set a timer and I will be back in 3 minutes. Okay, now my 3 minutes is up, and you can see there, you may not be able to see it, but there are a few air bubbles in there, but we will get rid of those. Now I'm going to add just a couple drops of this Caribbean blue. And then I think I'm going to try to add a little white to that also. And try to go for a swirl effect. And then just quickly mix that in. And then you're going to pour it onto your picture frame about 1 inch from the wood frame. So I'm not sure if you can see how I did that. So that's how it looks. And then I take this business card and I spread it evenly. And you want to make sure that you get it all the way to the edge of your picture frame. So I do the edges first. It is a good idea to wear the gloves, but I prefer not to. I just tend to be very careful that I don't get it on my hands. Make sure I get it in this corner here. I might have missed it. Okay, I think I have it pretty even. That's what it looks like. Now I'm going to spray it with the 91% alcohol. Make sure all the bubbles are out. And I have to let that sit now for 8 minutes, so I'll be back. Okay, so my 8 minutes is up. So now I'm going to start laying my shell pieces, and I've decided to do a shell type wave. So you just start dropping your pieces on, and I'm going to start with my large shell because this is going to be a focal point, and I'm going to put that in the corner. And you don't really need to push anything down. You're just going to kind of drop things right into the resin. So I am just, as you can see, I'm just dropping shells and pebbles that I found on the beach into the resin. And you have approximately 1 hour to put your design in your resin. And if you have a tweezers, you can pick things up and move them, but you have, just remember, you have approximately 1 hour. Move my shell a little bit. And I'll be back in a little while. Okay, Okay, so this one I decided not to use the pelican because I got creative and I decided to just do the shell wave, and I'm gonna see if I can show it to you. You can kind of see it here. I don't want to lift it up too much because the resin's still wet, but I want to show you one other trick. After you have all your shells in, you can take your extra resin that you have in your cup and you can actually pour it over and spread it over some of your shells, and it will give them a really pretty, like, glossy look. You can just kind of spread it on some of them. I don't have a whole lot left. I did not quite save enough for this. And that's it. Thanks for watching.